Hello everyone, I am Saptoshi and today I will walk you through building an interactive crime intelligence dashboard for Manchester Police Department using Power BI, just like this what I have prepared. I will do it in the video live. First, before delving into the preparation of dashboard, we need to know the raw data. For that, we have this data. This is the data set. This has following column. First is crime ID. Uh, then second is category. This is nothing but the category of offense. Uh, the third one is the precise date on which the particular crime has been occurred. Then latitude, longitude, which coordinates for the exact location. Then um, we have outcome status or the investigation status, and then we have location of the crime. Okay. Now, here in our data, some crime IDs are missing. Although we can work with that, as we will work only with this particular data set, uh, that is a single table. Uh, for specifying each and every record uniquely, we have created a surrogate key using an index column in Power BI. First, we need to know how to import the data. First, we have to look into the format of the data. This is in the TSP file format. So for that, we need to go to the Power BI, then get data. Here, if we click on the text or CSV, then we will go to that particular location. Suppose my data is here. This is the data. If I select, then a new window will be pop out, which will include transform, load, and many other options. From where we need to select on the load and go to the transformation of the data. As I have already loaded and cleaned the data, so I am not repeating that step in this video. Uh, for after cleaning the data, I have created a surrogate crime ID, that is a surrogate column using index column approach, where my um, where I have made this column using the Power Query in the Power BI. Okay, so this is the overall data. Here we need to uh, prepare a dashboard for the Manchester City Police Department. Here our objectives are very clear. Um, Before that, uh, our objectives are to understand the distribution of the crimes, to analyze the outcome status, then highlighting the crime prone areas. Lastly, uh, I want to say, as an crime intelligence analyst, our objective will be to present a report to the head of the department of the police unit in that city, so that each of the category must be measured and insightful. Okay, so these are our rough objective, and this is our data. We will start our preparation of dashboard. For that, as I have told you the objectives, we need to categorize the what kind of charts, KPI cards we will present in the dashboard. I have already prepared a dashboard map for this. First, the KPI cards. These are very crucial in any dashboard because they um, provide at a glance statistics into the most important measures. It helps users to quickly assess the performance. In our case, the KPI cards will be total number of crimes. What are the what is the total number of crime that occurred in that particular city. Most occurred crime, that is the what kind of crime has occurred mostly during the 2024. Actually, this data is based on 2024 only. Okay, this is the data. This is only based on the 2024 record. Okay, and third one will be our total number of crime type. How many types of crime uh, the area has uh, experienced during the last year. And lastly, we will calculate the level of efficiency. Then we will delve into preparing some bar graphs where first one will be the top 5 location-wise number of crime. Then we will be interested into finding the top 5 categories of offense based on the total number of crime. Then location-wise count of crimes. After that, we will do the column graph where we will show month on month change in the crime rate, and month wise it will be, I think, it will be month wise total crime, total count of crime. Okay. And lastly, we will show a map where we will explain the location wise crime hotspot for this data. Now going back to the report page, first we need to specify the canvas for lot of a- actually here we have specified a lot of diagram. So for that we need to set the report page according to our objective. Okay, for that go to custom, then choose according to the number of graph. So I am choosing 1.5K in the height and for 3.5K in the width. So this is our um, report page. Here first we need to name the dashboard. For that go to insert, add a text box. Here we will write the title of the dashboard, which is Manchester City. I have already prepared the name of the dashboard. This will be our name of the dashboard. Slightly in the middle of the report. Yeah, this look good. Yeah, Manchester Police Department Crime Intelligence Dashboard. Okay, this will be our title of the dashboard. So I need to format it little bit. Background. I'm not bothered about the background. Visual borders with a shadow. Now this looks better. Now, first we need to prepare the measures. First we need to prepare the measures based on the KPI cards, what we have discussed. For the total number of crimes um, we need to have total number of uh, crimes that has been occurred during this period. For that, go to data, create a measure, new measure. Suppose I am creating it count of crimes or crime in Manchester. This is our name of the measure where we will use count rows. As I have already told you, I will not bother about the missing crime IT records. So I will just count the number of rows in that data set. So the measure is being created. This is here. This is the measure. We need to show it in the KPI card. For choose a KPI card. Here we will format later. First need to put the measure here. That was crimes in the Manchester. Just drag that part here in the fields. Okay. Now this looks too tiny. We need to format it. Uh, first go for the title, ignore the category label. We don't need the category label here. Title should be there. Total number of crime, but the title is very tiny here. Yeah, this looks good. Make it centrally aligned. Now title part has been done. Again, go to the shadow. Shadow should be wall and visual border should be there. Okay. This is our, no, I think I need to change, no, color value is also 45. This is our total number of crime. I need to zoom it little bit so that it is better. So total number of crimes in that city is 4,225. Now copy this as we have formatted the KPI card properly. Now paste it here. Now for the second KPI, we have categorized that most occurred crime. So for this, we will use the top n function in that DAX measure. Okay. Where is my report page? This is my report page. A new measure should be created. Suppose top crime in Manchester. Sorry, my bad. Top crime in Manchester. I will use top n function. Top most value is required. So I will put one here. Then the table name. Before that, I need to use the values function first. My table name is crime dataset UK. This is my table name. Here I am looking for the category of offense. So I click this. The bracket should be closed. This should be done in proper way. We have already prepared the total number of crimes. So here we will it's that measure crimes in Manchester. Yeah, crime in Manchester. This is the total number of crime. Okay, total number of crime. Then we put descending order. Now a measure has been created. We will just drag the measure here in place of the crimes in Manchester. We will just put that measure here. Top crime in Manchester, which is violence and sexual offenses. This looks good. Now for the next one, no, we need to change the title here also. The title is not appropriate. The title should be most occurred crime and centrally aligned. Okay, this looks good. Again, we need to copy this and paste here for the third KPI. Yeah, this look good. This look good. First, we need to change the title. Types of crimes in Manchester. Okay. Now, for here, we need to look for the distinct categories of crime for this area. For that, we need a measure which will count the distinct categories of crime. For that, we will use crime types. Sorry for the mistake. Crime types in Manchester. We will use count distinct row. Count distinct count. Yeah, distinct count. We will count the categories here. Yeah, we have the crime types in Manchester. We just need to replace here crime types. Look, we have 14 number of different crimes that has occurred into this area. Okay, first we need to again we will do this in the last of the video, but for now I think this looks good. Yeah. Now for the last type, Again, we need to choose the KPI card which have been prepared, copy it here, and here we will measure the level of efficiency of the police department. Okay. For that, first we need to change the title here. Level of efficiency, level of efficiency, and here we need to calculate the level of efficiency. How will we calculate? We will calculate the first we need to um, first we need to calculate the uh, fraction of cases which are either have uh, no outcome or have the status unavailable. Then we will subtract those fractions from 1 to get the level of efficiency. Here I am defining the level of efficiency as the number of cases for which the number of cases the investigation has been completed or the investigation still in the process. We are actually defining the inefficiency in terms of no outcome, no outcome status, or we are defining that inefficiency in terms of the um status unavailability for a particular report of crime. Okay, for that I have already prepared the measures that is like status unavailability. We need to calculate the status unavailability, the fraction of cases in which the status, the outcome status is nothing but the status update unavailable. For that, we need to use the divide function for fraction we need it. In the numerator, we will count those rows where the outcome status is equals to status update unavailable. Okay. And we divide it by the total number of crime. I have already created a separate measure that is known as total number of crimes, which is nothing but I can show the sum of total number of crimes. Yeah, this one. This is the this is almost same as what we have did for the total number of crime in this KPI. So I just use this for the sake of simplicity. So the status, the fraction of status unavailable is calculated in this way. This part is our numerator, and after the comma, this part will be our denominator. Okay. This will return how many cases, how many records where the outcome status is unavailable. Okay. This is we have already. And we also calculated the fraction of no outcome situation in the similar manner. In the similar manner, this part, this part will be our numerator and this part will be our denominator. Okay. So we have total number of no outcome cases and the fraction of no outcome cases and the fraction of status availability, status unavailability. Now we will calculate the level of efficiency by subtracting these two measures from one. So we will create a new measure called level of efficiency of that department. Okay. How we will calculate this? We will deduct those two fractions from one. So status unavailable minus no outcome. Okay. This will give the level of efficiency of the department, which indicate okay, first calculate the fraction. After that, we will convert it into the percentage. Yes, this this is what we have calculated. Click it here and convert it into the percentage. The decimal should be 0 for getting the answer in the whole number. Now here, uh, in place of the field, we will put that um, we will put that newly create. Um, oh, I think that was the department. Yeah, level of efficiency of the department. This shows the 78%. Therefore, it indicates out of the 100 cases overall, 78% cases are under the investigations, are either under the investigations or the investigations have been completed. Okay. So this is our level of efficiency. We have all four KPI cards with us. Just little bit of formatting, although we can do it in the end of the video. Now we will go for the for the mistake. We go for the bar graph. First, we will calculate the top 5 location wise number of crime. Okay, we have already calculated the total number of crimes. We just put that in the selected graph. This is our bar graph. We select it here. In the y-axis, it will be the locations. No, what are we doing? We are we are calculating the top 5 location wise number of crime. So in the y-axis, it will be the locations. Locations, we put that, and in the x-axis, it will be the total number of crime. Total number of crimes in the city. Okay, we got that. Now we need to format it as it shows very tiny for our selected um, canvas. The title should be top 5 location wise number of crimes. It should be centrally aligned. Title part will it should be 22, and in the y-axis the value should be in the 22. Yeah, I think in the y-axis values are not required. Oh no, values are required for detecting the locations. And then in the x-axis we don't meet the values also. Not all, also the title are not required. Data labels should be on. Um, Values should be little bit of bigger. 22 will be the best. Yeah, now this should zoom, should zoom it little bit. Um, and this look better, but this is not completed yet. We need to use the filter for the location. Go for the top in. We need the top 5, right? Basis of what? Total count of crimes. This is the total count. Put it here. Apply the filter. We got the total. Top 5 location wise number of crimes. Okay. This look good. We need similar um, diagram for our next category, which is also top 5. What was that? Top 5 category of offense based on the total crime. We should copy the name from here so that we can put it in the title. First, we need to change the title. Title should be this. And in the y-axis now, we will put the category of offense. Category of offense. Okay. Now this looks quite clumsy because we hadn't put the top 5 filtering here. For that, go to the filter, um, top 5 category crimes. I think it is not filtered. Okay, we need to add the variables here. So in the category list, we need to go for the top in. Top in, we are looking for the top 5. And in the data field, we need to drag down the total number of crimes here. apply the filter, we got the total top 5 category of offense based on the total crime. These were the crucial, but we need to format it little bit. The bars are not looking that good. What we can do is that, no, not this one. The transparency is good. Layout, yeah. The layout should be 14. Yeah, this looks good. And this one also need to be adjusted. 40, yeah, this look now good. Now for the third one, we need to go for the location wise number of crime. Um, I think it is location wise number of crime. I need to take it first. This is my mistake. This should be the number of crimes in the 8 days. Okay. So for that, we need to go to the report page. This is actually what we did. Okay. The actually this is not location wise. This should also change. Yeah, I will change it later. Okay. Uh, for our report, we need another column, another bar chart where we show the number of crimes that has been occurred in the weekdays. Okay. For that, go to the build. No, build. Choose the clustered bar. In the y-axis, that should be the day name. Okay. And in the x-axis, this should be the total number of crime. Total number of crimes in the city. Now this list looks good, but we need to rename it. Yeah, this look fine. Title should be, first check the title. This should be, what do we have written here? Number of crimes in the weekday. Number of crimes in the weekdays. Weekdays. It should be 25. I think 22 would be best. Yeah. And it should be centrally aligned. Title part is so far. We need to check for the grid lines. Grid line should not be there. Okay, grid lines are done. Then go for the part layout should be 40. Yeah, the data labels should be there. Yeah, this looks good, but those are very tiny here. What is the values? Yeah, this is the value 22. This looks better, and the y-axis we need to change the values 22. Title should not be there. Title should not be there, and in the x-axis also the title should not be there. Values we can also ignore the value. Yeah, we have created all the bar graphs that are required in our analysis, and it will be zooming out. Yes, we can keep this in here. Okay, go the format, build, and data part. This looks nice here. Okay, we will change the other formattings later. So we did all the bar graphs one by one. Now for the column graphs, we need space. Just move this KPI card little bit upward. As we have discussed, the column graph we will use will show the month-wise total count of crime. There I have made a mistake. Month-wise, yeah, total count of crime. Yeah, I copied this. For that in the, sorry, uh, for that in the x-axis we will plot the months, and in the y-axis we will plot the count of crimes. Okay. Okay. In the x-axis we will plot the date. We don't need the day. We don't need the quarter. We don't need the date hierarchy here. We just need the date. Okay. And in the y-axis there will be the total crimes in the city. So we get the column graph here, although we need to format it little bit. Close the build button, go for the filter. Title should be what we have discussed. Total count of crimes, month-wise total count of crimes. This should be 22. Just centrally aligned. Title part is done. For the x-axis, values um, should be there, but title should not be there. And this should be categorical so that each and every month should reflect in the graph. Okay. And in the y-axis, again, title should be ignored. Title part should be ignored. Title part done. And values should also be ignored because we use the data label here. Data label should be 1. But we need to check the text here. Yeah, the font size should be 22. Now, just increase the size. It looks good. I think the x axis not formatted the value. The x axis that it should have it. Yes, we can see that in the month of, oh no, the columns should also be need to formatted. In the layout, it can, yeah, this looks good. Yeah. In the month of August, we experienced the highest increase, the highest number of crimes in the city. For sorted according to the um, crime count, we can have a format short the axis based on the total crimes in the city. So we can see January, February, September, and October. Even you can say the year ending, that is the Christmas time, that is the December, observe the lower number of cases of crimes. But August, May, and April are mostly affected from the criminal activities. Okay. And now for the last diagram, last column chart, just copy this here. We will plot the month on month increase or month on month change in the crime rate. Okay. I think the title should be 25. Otherwise, this looks too tiny. Yeah. Now the title need to change here. How do we have written here? Month wise crime rate. I think changing the crime rate. We will do it in the section. Month wise change in crime rate. Change in crime rate. This should be 25. Yeah. Now, here we need to calculate the month on month change in the crime rate. For that, I have already created the measure, that is MOM. Okay. Here we have calculated the month on month change in the crime rate using a measure, that is we have calculated using um, first we use the divide function. What we will divide? The formula is nothing but total number of crime in this month minus total number of crime in the previous month divided by total number of crimes in the previous month. According this order, we have calculated the month on month change in the crime rate. Okay. Um, for the previous month of crimes, we have created this measure using the previous month function. I can also show that previous month crime. Look, we have calculated, that is counted the number of crimes in the previous month. Okay. So count rows of the table based on the previous month, that is previous month of the particular date. This looks good. Now we change the y-axis here. We will put the MON, that is the month on month change in the crime rate. Now this is the optimal. This is the actual month on month change in the crime rate. We need to format it For that, mm, go to the columns in the color section. We will go for the gradient for the lowest value, that is in which year the crime rate has been fall. Okay, so we will show it by choose a suitable one. I am choosing this one. Okay, this looks good. Put a 2D is blue. Okay, it is if the proper representation legend should be off. Now we have experienced that the crime rate increase to the month of August. That is the highest increase in the month of August in the last year. As the base has increased, obviously, in the next month, the crime rate has decreased. That is the maximum decreased in that year. Okay. But now we are not finished yet. We need to calculate, we need to show the crime hotspot using map. And that is the most vital thing for this intelligence dashboard. For that, we will use um, the maps from the building part. Okay. First, let me format the KPIs little bit more so that it looks good with the data. A little bit of site. Yeah. Now, in the build section, go for the map. This is our map, and this needs little bit of extra space to show the actual um yeah, this is better to show the change in the no the crime hotspot. For that, here we need to put the latitude values in the latitude section and the longitude in the longitude section, and we need to put the area. I will explain how the area has come into the data. This is the area. Uh, Categories have been done properly. We need to format it little bit. Category labels, legend should be there. Top left, yeah, is good. Title should not be there. Here, title should be crime hotspot area wise. Area wise crime hotspot. It should be 25 in the centrally alignment. We should check for the legends also. Um, they are very tiny here. 25, it look good. 22 also looks 20 should be better. Yeah, 20. Um, Again in the map shading, I prefer the grayscale area. In the control, add the zoom button so that we can see the crime hotspot by zooming the area. And in the bubble size, use 3. Yeah, I think I have some mistake here. Legends, oh, a number of counts total crimes in the city. Yeah. Now the chart shows the actual hotspot of the crime in the city. This better. I think I need to shift it a little bit of right and left. This is this look great. I need to zoom it little bit so that everyone can understand. So from this data, actually we have calculated the areas using the LLM models or any kind of AI tool you are using. Just copy the latitude and longitude data from here and paste a proper prompt there. Just ask the AI tool to give the precise location or the area famous for in that city. I have actually categorized the data into the uh, following groups. First was the parking area, then office, then residential, then nightclub, then legal and court area, and then the educational institution. From this chart, we can say that the nightclubs are the most affected area by the criminal activities. Then comes the parking area, and then comes the um, railway and bus terminus, and lastly the office area. Okay, and the educational institute areas are not that highly affected from the occurrence of crime. So yeah, this is an insight. Now we have almost ready with our dashboard. This is our final dashboard. We need to find the insights from this dashboard. Okay, for that we need to um, format the charts little bit. Um, the size should be increased, and these, yeah, so good. Yeah. This is the month-wise total count of crime. Mm, this look fine. Anything else I'm left with? I think no. This is the dashboard. To get the report or the insights, we need to format. Go to format, edit the interactions. Here, for this, no, for this one, we need to edit the interaction. Um, Wait for a minute. I need to change the sizes of the diagram so that I can easily see the options. Uh, yeah, and yeah. Now I need to make it highlight, no, filter. Uh, this one should be filtered. This one should be filtered. This one should stay fixed. This one, no, this should not be fixed. This one should also fixed. Um, I think this one should not fix. And this one, so the filtered, yeah, yeah. And for this one, I need to resize the diagram to it. No, this looks good. Now for this one, again, I need to click on format their edit interactions. I need to do these tabs for each and every diagrams. Fix this. Yeah, total level of efficiency. Yeah, now this looks good. Now for this diagram again, takes these categories uh, and make filter here. Make it also filter. Okay, I think this look now good. We can go for the inside. Um, yeah, little bit of height. It's reaching the this should be and now this is well formatted. Now we can go for the insights. Now based on the top 5 location, if we go for the nightclub, look at the areas where the crimes has been occurred, and it was the night the uh, most number of cases in the nightclubs were in the month of August, and Monday was highly affected in this particular location. Then in the parking area, again May is the highest, and again Monday is far higher. These are the crime hotspot, and antisocial behavior, violence, and sexual offenses are the top two most occurred crime in these areas. And particular this area, the crime rate has increased to the 54% during the month of August and 41% in the month of May. Now go to these categories in section of the antisocial behavior. No, I mean not that. Go for the violence and sexual offenses. The level of efficiency is 88% is good. That is, out of the 100 cases, 88% cases are either solved or in the process of solving. That is, 12% of the cases are pending. Okay. And most affected areas for this crime is nightclub, then goes for the parking. And Monday, Friday, Thursday observed the most criminal prone activities from this category. And it surged to 44% in the month of November, and it surged to the highest in the month of November and May and August. For the second kind of crimes, we have the level of efficiency is 99%. That is 1% cases are in pending mode. Okay. This is quite good. Um, yeah. For this crime, um, at 1 minute, the most affected areas are nightclub, and the busiest day for the police patrolling should be Monday, and is surged to 70% in the month of August, and again 51% in the month of March. For the case of antisocial behavior, we have um, wait a minute, little bit. I need to fix this. Yeah. For the case of antisocial behavior, we have the level of efficiency 0. That means almost all of the cases are pending. The efficiency should be checked here, or the proper audit of the data should be rechecked. And the areas are nightclub and the parking areas are the most affected zones from this country. Again, Monday is the most um, affected day in the weekdays. And for the disturbing the public disorder, public order, that level of efficiency is quite good. Even in the month of December, the crime rate actually falls by 30%. This is quite good. Again, Monday, Thursday are the busiest day for the patrolling. Nightclub and parking areas are always high. So, in the last, our suggestion should be to increase the patrolling during the Monday, Thursday, and nightclub and the parking area should be in the more focus. And for the case of antisocial behavior, the data should be rechecked, or the audit should be done in properly, or the level of efficiency should increase. And then this is our interactive dashboard for Manchester Police Department. Thank you for watching the video.